Hello all. I have me a little message. This is a little disclaimer. This is going to be a little spicy. A little spicy. A little feisty and spicy. Maybe a little pressure. You might feel the applied pressure. So enter at your own risk. Is all I got to say to that. If you haven't picked up on it yet, allow me to reiterate. When it comes to me, when it comes to my forward movement, when it comes to my purpose, my planning, my heart, those are all things that you do not have control over. You don't have control over that. I know you like to think you do, and you try at all costs to control it. And I give you that. I give you a serious amount of conscientious effort. No doubt. And I see the wheels in motion. You know, I see all the things that y'all do and what you have done for years upon years. Years upon years. And, well, the conundrum is I caught on. God showed me many different ways. Many different ways. And, it just got to the point where, as pure as my heart is, I couldn't keep giving you a green light to stepping on me for no reason. No reason. Absolutely no reason. No reason. And that's the conditionings of the world. When you walk different, when you look different, when you act different, when you carry a aura, an energy, a power, an authority, and a boldness, and you're raw, and you're transparent, and you're authentic, the world sees that in you. Those in power see that in you. They do indeed. And then they go over and they cross over, and they so graciously stick you into all these little different programs and different innuendos in the back end, because everything runs on secret fill in the blanks. And you see it all unfolding in front of our eyes when it comes to everything that's happening in the government. It's all tied in, right? And so they see that in you, and they throw all these different mask, illusions, manipulation, tactics, coercions, setups, schemes. And the main culprit of it is mind manipulation and spiritual warfare and psychological warfare. The financial warfare, I can deal with that. I deal with that with my eyes closed. That took a twist for them too, because they thought that would be my detriment. What they didn't know, which is crazy, what they should have known, given the circumstantials of my entire 40 years that I've been on this earth, I don't run on money. I never have and never will I. Money does not mean anything to me. Nothing of material value means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing to me. It never has and it never will. I always gave it more authority and made me feel unworthy. But when it came to me always chasing the bag and putting myself and stepping on people to get to it, that's never been something I've done. Never have I ever, and never will I ever. And see, that threw him a curveball there. You know? But the beauty of me is, because I have taken such vast control of my mind, body, and soul, and my authority, that nothing penetrates that. No mind manipulation games, no spiritual warfare, no psychological warfare, no tactics, no illusions, no backhanded deals, backstabbing, blah, 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 blah. Fill in the blanks, man. Fill in the blanks. My gosh. Y'all. I mean, it's all there. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. It is what it is. I've come to recognize that, and I'm okay with that. It follows me. It follows me. It always has. God's forged me for this fire. And now I carry this strength within myself. You know? And it's one of those things. But what you're not going to do is tell me who to love and how to love. I just get so sick of all the manipulation on the videos and the propaganda and just the spiritual community and things like that. You know, you really have to dig deep and ask yourself, what you run on. You know, when it comes to your soul and the purity of it. Right? I'm not saying allow toxic behavior by any means. by any means. Don't be anybody's human punching bag. I will never be anybody's human punching bag. And I will never allow toxicity. Never will I ever. Because why? Because I have control of my mind, body, and soul. Now I can be around toxicity all day, every day. Hello. It's the world we live in. Toxicity surrounds us. Right? Every single one of us is not okay, and every single one of us walks in toxicity every freaking day. That's the world they've so graciously, created for us. That American white picket fence is filled with toxicity, deception, lies, manipulation, betrayal. That's what it is. It is what it is. It's the reality of it, and it's unfolding in front of our eyes. Right? But you have control over that, where you can walk into scenarios like that and it not even faze you. It not even faze you. You're like a fly. Seriously. And you got to get to that place. And so I felt compelled because I wrote my response to the lovely FOA. I feel like I'm going in a toddler war with emails right now. This is just a joke. I'm fiery though. Like, I ain't gonna never stop. Never stop. I don't care if I hit a dead end every single day for the rest of my life. I'm still never gonna stop for justice and what's right. And a true warrior doesn't. Period. You don't. Something needs to be done. We have people starving right now. They can't pay their rent and they can't find a job. They cannot find a job. And it's absolutely crazy. I'll call her back. My goodness. Anyways, they manipulated love, deleted proof, and tried to break me in silence. Manipulated love. That is, my back just did that. Dang, I hear you, God. They manipulated love. How are you going to take love and manipulate it and think God's not going to show you his hands? You got to ask yourself that. If you're on the side of the fence where you're manipulating love in your own life, in other people's lives, that's a bridge you don't want to cross. It really isn't, because you're just allowing a pathway of darkness into your life. You don't manipulate love. You don't manipulate love. You don't take love in people's lives and their heart and use it and manipulate it against them. That's universal laws you don't ever want to cross, and that's what we're crossing right now. That's what we're crossing. That's the new norm. That's the new norm. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But see, here's the thing with that. Here's the beauty of it. God knew my beautiful little heart, pitter patter, that I have inside my little chest right here. My heart, mind, body, and my soul cannot be manipulated. It cannot be manipulated. Why? Why, one might ask? I'm going to tell you why. Here's the beauty of that. Because God, Source, the Most High, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the universe, they control my heart. They control my mind. They control my body. They control my soul. And that's why it cannot be manipulated. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Let's see here. What do I open? What do I... Oh my gosh. I just opened the deck too. I'm still getting to know the cards. So I think this is Two of Cups. And it is unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, and connection. Hey-o! I have me a good time. I really do. On that note, I love you guys. Don't allow anybody to manipulate your heart. Don't allow anybody to manipulate your heart. Your heart is a precious gift, and it deserves to be put on the highest platform. And you have to start by putting your heart there first. And you teach people how to love your heart.